Prime. This is about the fate of all living things. Unicron is coming.
Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing Transformers: Rise of the Beasts, a film that came out only a month ago but is already streaming on Paramount Plus. So if you've not seen the film yet, I recommend you go and check it out before this video. But it is a great film that has a lot of action, and it stars Optimus Prime and the Maximals as they have to work together to find a transwarp key and keep it from the Terracons, who want to use it to bring their leader, Unicron, to Earth so that he can consume Earth in a Galactus-style event.
Prime. This is about the fate of all living things.
So it is very important that they find this transwarp key, and the Maximals have been in hiding for quite some time, but after one part of the key resurfaces and is turned on, Optimus Prime calls all of the Autobots to come immediately so that they could try to use the transwarp key to get back home to Cybertron.
Optimus, we must trust each other to protect the home we all share.
How big can this guy be?
He eats planets. So, like, way bigger than a planet.
Unfortunately, things don't work out that way when the Terracons show up trying to demand the key to bring Unicron. So humans and Autobots and Maximals must all team up to try to protect the transwarp key and figure out what exactly they're going to do with it. If they're going to try to get the Autobots and Maximals home, or if they're just going to try to save Earth. It's a really interesting film that is really exciting. I'm not going to go too much more into the plot as of right now, but I wanted to go directly into some of the content in this film. For violence content, most violence that happens is CGI with robots. You see robots shooting each other, getting stabbed by each other, and their blood is like gasoline. So we do have that in there. You do see like robots' heads ripped off. No real like human violence is seen in this film. We do see the fact is spiritual elements that Unicron is referred to as a god. He eats planets, and people worship him, so they see him as a god. And then we see that Mirage for sexual content. This is the only thing that I had to point out for sexual content. It's mostly clean, but Mirage makes these like offhanded jokes, like "you've been inside me" or "we're closer than friends" kind of thing. They're kind of gay references. I mean, it's never spoken out, but it's like kind of hinted at in here. So you do definitely have to worry about that if that is something that bothers you. On my list, I also have that there isn't really much like drug content in here that I could have pulled out, so that's good. But there were some language. No F-bombs, but we got a few D words, a lot of S words. There were quite a lot of S words in here. Lord's name was misused a few times, and we got some D and H words as well. So definitely a handful of foul language to consider. And as in other things to consider, we do see that Noah gets into a shady deal where he's going to go steal a car. Obviously, he doesn't go through with it, as the car ends up being Mirage, so Mirage kind of takes him instead. But there is definitely that in there, that some poor choices were made, and it's important to note that. But that's really all that I found in this film. It was kind of light compared to what I was expecting, because usually it's really heavy with potty humor jokes and that kind of thing. For a Transformers film, but there wasn't as much in here that I thought, so that was a good plus. I really am going to say that I love the animation. I think they're coming a long way. A lot of people just say Transformers is just a bunch of CGI things fighting, and that's true, but they think they're doing a little bit better now, kind of making the animation a little bit better and easier to follow. So I do think that that's really nice to see. I like the story. I liked where it was going. I liked how Optimus Prime and Noah both have their own little character arc where they both want to save their own world, but they need to learn how to work as a team to try to save both, which I think is a really nice thing to be able to be teaching an audience, that teamwork is dreamwork, basically. So I really did enjoy that. I enjoyed all the character development that was in for all the rest of the characters with the Maximals, and no matter the cost, they realized that this is going to be a huge mission, as the world could be destroyed, and no person or robot puts their life above the world. They say no matter what the cost is, we're going to do our best to try to stop it, and they're not going to give up until there's no one left standing. So I really think that's inspirational. It shows that they really care about the mission, and they want to make sure that they do their best to succeed and never give up. So overall, I think the movie gets like 7 out of 10 for me. There were some things that I definitely was like, no, you don't need this in a Transformers film, but it was a pretty interesting film overall. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about this film, if you've seen it, and if you have a favorite Transformers film, let me know in the comments, and I will try to watch that for you guys. I haven't watched all of them, I'll be honest, but I'm considering it after watching this film. So let me know in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe if you'd like more daily content about movies and updates and all kinds of stuff like that. Thank you, and have a good rest of your day.
You've never faced anything like this. Let them come.